All right, good Tuesday morning. It's time to talk about the weather here on the live stream. This is First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Beylon in the First Alert Weather Center. How are things? Are you ready for a big change in the weather pattern? I know it's been hot and steamy recently. Today is the last day where you have to deal with the heat and humidity for a little while because starting tomorrow, it's going to cool down and it will feel a bit more comfortable, at least for most of us. We'll get into why not all of us in just a second. So what do you say we start off with our satellite and radar combo? There we go. So we had some rain move across the region overnight and actually some powerful thunderstorms. Severe weather across the northern plains, and as expected, those storms just kind of fell apart as they moved into Wisconsin. Not a surprise to us. We just had a couple little light showers, mainly leading up to sunrise, and the rain is pretty much out of here, but you can see some storms blowing up to our east over towards Traverse City, Michigan. Meanwhile, the clouds are starting to thin out, and I do think we'll see more and more sunshine as we go through the rest of the morning and into the afternoon. A partly cloudy, partly sunny kind of day. Very warm and humid, a high of 85 degrees around 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. And it's around that time there may be some isolated showers and thunderstorms. We've got a little area of low pressure moving through the region, and as it interacts with a lake breeze moving onshore, there could be a couple pop-up storms later today. But other than a brief downpour or perhaps some lightning, our severe weather outlook is low for the afternoon and into tonight. Now, today's going to be another warm and sticky day, but huzzah! Our next weather maker is going to bring in some cooler weather with less humidity, and this more pleasant air mass arrives tomorrow. Just need to get through the next 24 hours, folks. Right now, temperatures are in the lower half of the 70s. We're at 73 in Appleton and Green Bay. It is 74 degrees in Sheboygan, Shawano, and in Marinette. And here's our dew point map. Our dew points are close to 70. It's humid. But things are about to change. Remember that low pressure system I mentioned? It's going to slide to the east. And as it does, the wind behind it will start to flow in from the north and northwest. And that wind will start kicking in as we go into this evening. That wind is going to drag in some drier and cooler air from Canada. And that's going to basically break the back of this heat wave. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor with today's high temperature. Now, I think the high temperatures today will be mostly in the mid and some upper 80s. A high of 87 today in Wautoma, 84 in Lakewood, 83 for a high temperature today in Manitowoc. Temperatures at or just a hair above average. Another humid day. Look at all those sticky dew points not too far from 70. Now, you're looking here at First Alert Pinpoint Predictor tracking the dew point and also the wind flow. Now, watch how the wind begins to flow in from the northeast as we go towards tonight. You see that? That northeast wind is going to push the humidity out of northeast Wisconsin, at least the real tropical stuff. So tomorrow, Wednesday, our dew points will be in the more comfortable 50s, even some dry dew points in the 40s towards the upper Michigan border. That's a lot more pleasant compared to some of the sticky tropical air we've had recently. And the high temperatures tomorrow, well, they're not going to be in the 80s. They won't be in the 90s. They'll be in the 70s. Looks like low to mid 70s across the area. Now, that northeast wind isn't all necessarily good because that northeast wind is also going to blow in some wildfire smoke tonight and into tomorrow. While a good chunk of it will be elevated high up in the sky, there is going to be enough wildfire smoke near the ground to blow into the area and probably degrade our air quality. I wouldn't be shocked if later today there's going to be an air quality advisory or air quality alert for portions of Wisconsin for tonight into tomorrow and maybe beyond. So we'll see what happens. So, you know, if you deal with a heart disease or a lung disease, you might want to consider not opening up the windows tomorrow and drawing in this less humid air. I know it'll be very tempting because with this more comfortable air mass moving in tomorrow, a lot of folks are going to be turning off their air conditioning, opening up the windows. But if you deal with certain health ailments, breathing in that wildfire smoke could be hazardous to your health. So that's something to keep in mind on a case-by-case basis. All right, so there's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. Today, very warm, humid, high of 85, partly cloudy, partly sunny. Isolated storms are possible late today. And there might be some showers tomorrow, especially south of Green Bay. Otherwise, you'll have partly sunny skies, a little bit of some haze because of that wildfire smoke blowing in, but it will be more comfortable, 75, with 75 again on Thursday. Thursday still could have some lingering wildfire smoke, a breezy northeast wind, and some sunshine. And here is the forecast for Thursday evening at the Winnebago County Fair and the Green Lake County Fair. Those fairs are opening up on Thursday. They last through the weekend. Forecast looks pretty good. We'll see a pleasant evening with temperatures dropping from the 70s into the 60s, and with high pressure building into the Great Lakes, it looks like the skies are going to be clear. We'll see more high pressure and sunshine Friday and into the weekend. Now, as the wind comes around to the southeast and south, it'll start to warm up this weekend, but the humidity won't be bad. And we'll see highs mainly in the low 80s. So here's the forecast for Saturday's Packers Family Night. It's hard to believe we're at that point in summer already. Clear and comfortable. Tailgating, low 80s. The scrimmage officially starts at 7:30. The players take the field around 7 o'clock, but the scrimmage starts at 7:30. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s, and then the fireworks go off probably, 9:30, at the latest 10 o'clock. Temperatures will be dropping back into the upper 60s with a light south wind. Really nice weather for this year's Packers Family Night. Over the years, I've seen anything from too hot weather, too humid weather, to stormy weather where, storms with downpours and high winds wash everything out. This year, it's going to go well. Packers Family Night looks great. Now, you'll notice at the very tail end of your First Alert Super 7-day forecast, the humid sticker is on there for Monday. We'll find a little bit of some heat and humidity arriving early next week, and I think eventually that'll lead to some shower and storm chances. Kind of hard to say exactly when next week, but I think those chances will be a little bit higher towards the middle of next week as opposed to early in the week. We'll see how it goes. All right, are you watching this on Roku, or are you watching this on YouTube, or how are you watching this live stream? If you've got a phone that's available, or maybe an iPad or a tablet, you can use that electronic device and scan our QR code. It's really easy. All you got to do is pop open your camera feature and then just kind of hover it right over there, and then your camera will lock in on that QR code, and then you'll see like a little yellow box pop up, and that's the website where you tap on it to download our free WBAY First Alert Weather app. It has you covered during the summer season, whether it's sunny to severe, we've got you covered. It's WBAY First Alert Weather. It comes in really handy, especially when we have some storms in the forecast, and when different alerts need to be pushed out from the National Weather Service, or perhaps even the Wisconsin DNR if they issue an air quality advisory. I'm sure our app will get that out to you ASAP. So definitely a helpful tool during the summer season. All right, there you go. There's our First Alert live stream coming up on Action 2 News mid-morning in about 15 minutes. We've got some news updates and another fresh look at the weather. And we hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Just hang in there, stay hydrated, keep cool. Some cooler weather is in sight. Just unfortunately a little bit of some wildfire smoke, but otherwise, hang in there. Big changes are on the horizon. Thanks for watching our live stream. Have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow.